Welcome back. Yeah, 10 more hard truths I wish I knew sooner about men, part 2. As a doctor, this content is for informational and entertainment purposes only. It's not intended to diagnose, treat, or heal any mental health condition. If you're in an abusive relationship or dealing with severe mental health challenges, always seek professional advice. Okay, truth number 1 you need to know about men is men don't fall in love the way we do, and that's okay. You just need to know the way they fall in love. So first of all, you think if I just do enough, if I just show up enough, love enough, then he will feel it. You fall in love through through words, through consistency. You hear what they say about you, how they show up through words and actions, and you fall in love head over heels. Men are totally different. They don't care as much about what you say. They don't care about your words. They don't care as much about your actions. They actually care about more your appearance. And it sounds a little cliche, and the men will attack me for this, but hold on. There is this old saying I heard that women fall in love through their ears and men fall in love with their eyes. And that's pretty much accurate. So you fall in love hearing how much he cares about you. You reread text over and over again. You overthink every single line. You can spend a whole evening spiraling while he sends just two, thumbs ups or an emoji, GIF or a selfie, and he goes to sleep while you are obsessing all night about what he could have meant and if he's the one. While men aren't verbal like that. They don't fall in love because you said so many times how much you care about him and how much he means to you, or because you prove yourself through big gestures or lots of actions, because you overgive and overdo, because you plan the date, because you're doing all of these things for him. He doesn't really care that much. You know the saying that men fall in love with bitches and with people who are more like black cat energy? There's a reason for that. So they feel it more through something else, like more instantly, physically in their nervous system, like their whole body says, yeah, she is it. That's her. It's not just the surface level thing, it's also about energy. And that's a good thing for you actually. It sounds like a very bad thing, but it's actually meaning you don't have to perform and overdo and overgive. It actually means you can just be your most magnetic self by just relaxing, by stepping back, by stop overperforming and keep chasing them energetically. It's just about who you are. Either they like you or they don't like you. Like men who notices your laugh and can't shake it off. The men who are pulled in by your energy before you even speak. The men who are consistent because he wants to be around you, not because you texted him 25 times before the next date and keeps following up on him and checks him if he's eaten already and what he likes for dinner and if he's cold. Or the man who stays because he's present and he feels good, not because you begged for reassurance and because you kept checking in on him and like mothering and smothering him. And the thing is, you don't have to chase, you don't have to teach him how to love you. You don't have to convince him of your worth. That is the best news about this. You just have to be your most secure, grounded version that then lets out the more magnetic version of yourself. If you have an anxious attachment style, you're more on this masculine energy of performing, overgiving, abandoning yourself, and then it's hard to be actually just the most grounded, magnetic you. So just, relax and breathe a little, and everything will figure itself out. Because the right man, he chooses you from the start, without force, without performing, and without exhaustion, just because, it's you. Number 2, what I wish about men in my 20s and teenage years and 30s. Let the man be your hero. Men love to protect, okay? And guess what? You want to be protected, right? In the end, it's always about how we want to feel in a relationship. You know the feeling when a man steps in, fixes something, carries something heavy or just takes care of you, that's not weakness to like let him handle this thing. That's actually attraction, and that's actually masculine energy from his side. If you just keep doing this all for yourself and want to be the independent woman, that's great if you can do this, but don't do it to be in competition with him. Don't do this in front of him or within the relationship. Just relax. Like, you want to still learn how to change a light bulb and how to fix things, but you know what? Let him then do the thing. You are already busy enough. You have so many things to do. Let him do his things to, make him feel like he's doing things for you. He wants to do this. That's his love language. Men feel alive when they can be your protector, your fixer, your provider. And here's the secret, because it's a little bit hard sometimes. We've learned to be independent, and becoming independent in all areas of our life is essential, is crucial if you want to become securely attached. We don't want to depend on a man, right? However, you don't have to be helpless. Just let him play that role. Sometimes let him open the can of tuna, or when there's a jar and it's very airtight. I know I literally often could do it myself. I'm not that weak. However, just asking your strong man to use his muscles and to tell him, oh, can I use your arms for this? You're so strong. And he then mansplains to you, it's in the grip, babe. I hope he doesn't listen to this podcast, by the way. This is actually making him feel good. It's making you feel good. And everything is smoothie. So don't be in a competition to your man. It's not about who earns more, who does more. It's about how you want to feel. It's about how to feel safe and cared and supported for both of you. You can pay the bills still, especially if you earn more than him, but don't rub it in his face all the time that you are the top earner in the relationship. Rather, let him pay the bills publicly in a restaurant, when you go grocery shopping, and then you take over the bigger bills when it comes to mortgage or things like this. This way he can still feel like he's the man, he's the provider, while you in the back privately take care of those kind of things. In this way you still fully remain independent, fully capable, fully you, while your man is able to feel like a man, feel like he's taking care of you, and you both kind of shine. Like letting him grab his jacket when you're actually cold, or forget your jacket on purpose, or at least leave in the car that in case he is actually really cold or he's not able or willing to give it to you, that you then don't feel resentful. There's this dating show called Singles Inferno, which I love, and it's literally the step-by-step guide to how men can feel like the protectors. They have to make fire, and the girls are extremely feminine, so they're never even bringing their jackets to this place called, what's it called? I don't know. It's like this thing where they can go as a reward afterwards and have a date with a guy, and they never bring even their jackets, so that then they can see if that guy would even offer their jacket to them. And some are not even doing this, so probably it's like an initial first sign that, hey, you know what, this guy is not even offering his jacket to me, that's a no-go for me. Or when they have long nails and they want to try to open a can of Coke or alcohol, they're then having to ask for help from a guy to do this for them, or just wait to see if someone steps up automatically. It's literally very entertaining and very fun to see, and it's a different culture because I've been raised so differently, and someone who has been becoming securely attached, I'm always leading to be becoming more independent and never asking for help and never receiving help. So it's very, very interesting and I've learned so much from it. So anyway, if let's say, you're wanting to go off on a trip, you can initiate and give him inspiration, but then maybe let him plan the weekend or plan the weekend activity, while you sit back and just relax and switch off your brain. Let him handle the hard stuff while you maybe plan other things that are more like feminine, or while you take care of something that is more enjoyable for you. He does the driving and the planning to get to this place. For example, when I go shopping with my partner, he drives me there, and he's literally in full on mode of choosing everything that we need to get for the week, while I can literally just go passively with my shopping bag and just like be an add-on in this scenario. And it's so relaxing, especially if I have a little bit of a headache and feel a little bit hormonal, and yeah, love it. I really feel like taken care of. Step 3 is something I learned about men or relationship to men is men are attracted to confidence and boundaries as well. So here's the truth. Men love a woman who knows her worth, who's independent and who doesn't beg for attention. But they also love feeling needed, not dependent, not desperate, needed in a way that lets him feel protective, capable and strong, like saying, I've got this, I could use some help if you want to, or keeping your plans, hobbies and friends while letting him feel he adds value to your life. Or you setting boundaries like, hey, I need my space to recharge tonight, and he respects it instead of just arguing. Because anxious attachment usually would never say no to a shared quality time or to an evening with your partner, because you always put your partner first. However, if you actually realize you could need some me time, just a bath, some journaling, you watching your show, it feels scary for someone who has an anxious attachment style. But actually men love that when you focus on you and also cancel on them sometimes. So that's, priorities and boundaries and self-respect, and realizing, what, you are pouring into yourself and you like what you do. Yeah, you value yourself. If you are able to walk away from a conversation because your partner crossed boundaries, they raised their voice, or they labeled you as too emotional, and you're saying, what, I don't want to continue this way, or you're walking out of the situation because you're not giving him access to you this way, they actually love that and respect you more for that. Unless he's a psychopath, unless he's a narcissist or has narcissistic tendencies or is very controlling, then of course he won't love it. But why would you want to be attracted or chase this kind of person? I'm talking more about someone who's more secure or a little bit avoidant, so these kind of men. So boundaries create respect, confidence creates only attraction, and when he sees that you don't need him to survive, he wants to step in and chase you and lean in and shows up more for you. And it's the mix of independence and let him show up that makes him feel alive around you, and it's very magnetic. And the fourth one is men fall for presence and not perfection. And if you have an anxious attachment style, you probably like spending lots of time in the mirror, like getting the perfect, straight combed hair look. I don't know, how do you say this when you pull back your hair in a perfect bun? And I look up on TikTok trends like crazy, obsess over the perfect lip gloss shade, and everything has to be perfect, otherwise we feel so insecure. When I used to go to pick up some groceries just around the corner, which the shop was like 1 minute away, and I was so insecure if my hair wasn't brushed or I was wearing not a nice jumper or something like this. And now I'm really like embracing my messiness, and I'm okay if I'm walking around with dog hairs on my jumper and without makeup and all of this. Now I know confidence and self-worth comes from within and not from performing and being perfect. We think like I have to be flawless and super funny and super cute and perfect and always available. But that's not how men fall in love with. They feel you, they feel your energy, they feel your vibe, they feel your presence. It's not about your perfect hair, your perfect dress, or even your career. It's about how you show up in the moment. Are you grounded? Are you having fun? Are you even playful, magnetic? That's what really sparks him over and over again. If you're extremely cold, have the front up, they won't be able to talk to you because you seem like unapproachable. Like here in Sicily, where I live, in summer I can tell the girls who are really having fun and who are not, who are like so insecure. Often the people who are the most confident person because they're having the most expensive outfits on, sitting on the expensive yachts and boat there are actually the ones who are most insecure. They don't get their hair wet. They're just sitting there, taking only some selfies and videos, like 20 times in a row, over and over again, and they're never having fun. They don't smile, they don't laugh, they don't breathe deeply, they don't jump in the water. They post the video on social media after refilming it literally 35 times. They're reenacting the same scene over and over again, but that's not living. That is like surviving. Men can feel that too. Maybe, at the beginning they seem like okay, that it is, again, they fall in love with your appearance and with your looks and with your eyes first. So maybe first they think, oh wow, she looks great, but eventually they will not go for that anymore. Sparks, will fade, and that's not magnetic, that's not joyful. Like laughing at sometimes silly instead of overthinking it. Men really like when you're childlike again and playful, like laughing at something silly, even if you have a very, silly laugh, instead of overthinking it, the way you laugh, or showing really genuine excitement about life rather than trying to impress someone, or changing your opinion just because Chet walked into the room. Just being fully engaged in the conversation instead of checking your phone the entire time. Men notice the woman who's alive in their body, confident in her energy, not the one who tries to just be enough for him. So presence over perfection every single time. Number 5 is physical intimacy creates really fast bonds, so use it wisely. That's extremely important. So here's the thing. Women bond fast through physical closeness, through oxytocin, but it creates attachment almost instantly. That's why you have to do this very, very late on, when you're very sure about the person, and especially if this person is sure about you. It's an addiction, and it will make you obsess over him every single night from the date onwards, and you don't even know this person. Men, they're experiencing intimacy differently. A kiss, a cuddle, even sex early on doesn't guarantee attachment. In fact, it could mean nothing at all. They can enjoy it and they can feel connection. It still doesn't mean they're all in. They can still do this with several people. And guess what? And then you are going to be hurt. You're going to feel resentful towards this person because you open yourself up way too fast. So their nervous system is not wired in the same way as it is yours. This is why setting physical boundaries is extremely essential and powerful. And you're actually asking yourself the question, not just is he liking me, but also am I liking him? So start being intimate until you really see actions meet words, and if your core needs are aligned. So like keeping closeness slow until you see consistency. And again, I have a video on how to really attach slow, how to date slow, because that's really, really important if you are anxiously attached and if you want to date. And number 6 is men secretly love a woman who's obsessed with herself. So where focus goes, energy flows. Men find it magnetic when a woman has a full life, when she's not waiting, chasing, centering him constantly, when she has high standards and hobbies and friends and goals, and when she invests energy into herself. They don't say it out loud, but subconsciously they are obsessed. They see strength, they see confidence, and they see someone who knows her worth. I said it again in different ways before. And they want her. And the same thing is true for you. I bet you are attracted to people who have a full life, who really are obsessed with themselves a little bit. Not in a very arrogant way, but in a very healthy way. Like saying no to things that really don't serve them. Like when you prioritize your workouts, hobbies and self-care without guilt, no matter if you're single or in a relationship or even married. Like pursuing your passions while still seeing him, not revolving everything around him, not dropping everything just because he suddenly texted you. The more you take care of yourself, your health, your appearance, your mind, your energy, the more magnetic you become, the more men see you as high value, the more they subconsciously know, hey, if they want you, they better show up fully for you. Because remember, a rejection isn't a failure, it's a redirection. If you're obsessed with you, you attract men who are obsessed also with you. Focus on your energy, your standards, your life, and watch the right man lean in, chase you a little bit, win you over, and step it up. And the next one, the more you abandon yourself, the more emotionally unavailable men show up. Men match the energy you put out, as we said. If you don't play yourself like I always used to do, doubt yourself, bend over backwards to be liked, bend yourself into like a pretzel, you'll attract men who can mirror that. Emotional, unavailable, inconsistent man, even married men, and they're pulling away from you eventually. Like letting him cancel plans, brushing it off every time. Like downplaying your achievements or compliments because you feel not good enough deep down. Like staying late on a text conversation even though you're exhausted just to prove you really care about this person. Because when you treat yourself like an option, men will do the same. Men will treat you like an option too. But when you honor your worth, set boundaries and demand respect, the man who will show up in the same energy. Stop abandoning yourself early on, set standards, say no, and attract the right man into your life. So, next one. Give him freedom. The healthiest power move you can do in the relationship. Here's the thing. Men need space, okay? More than you probably. They care about you, but they do need more space to miss you because they feel trapped otherwise, cornered, controlled, and especially if they have an avoidant attachment style, especially if you're anxiously attached and always planning, checking, following, and needing constant closeness. If your life revolves entirely around him, mornings, evenings, quality time, social plans, he'll start fantasizing about freedom, not about love. It's about breathing. It's like, hey, you know what? I really wish I could retire on a mountain with my dog and just walk off to society. And the more you take his breath away, not in a good way, but the more he will fantasize and obsess about it. The same way as you obsess over him kissing you more, initiating more. And this will create the push and pull. You pull him closer and he runs away and pushes you off. And here is what you should do instead. Encourage him to have his hobbies as well. His solo weekends, night out with friends, support him with his adventures, with his goals and dreams. He probably doesn't even know what dreams he has. Truly don't follow him there mentally though. Let him know you're okay being independent and living your own full life. Like, saying, go and have fun with your friends tonight. I'll be catching up with my own projects, okay? Or like, you know what? If you want to go on a solo holiday trip with, Steve and Peter, that's completely fine, just to let you know. And that is hard if you're anxiously attached and if you are not secure yet. So that's why the work is so important. So again, also like letting him take solo weekend trips without guilt or texting constantly and let him text first, or stepping into another room and reading, journaling, meditating, do whatever you want without panicking, being just in a different room from him. The more you're hyper-focused and obsessed with someone, the more your brain is saying, you can't have this. Usually it's someone who's emotionally unavailable, physically unavailable, like long distance or even married. Someone who just doesn't give you what you need. Maybe you have a core unmet need of affection, attention, consistency, love. And if someone then pours a little bit into you, but not enough to fill this bucket, and you're already empty anyway because you're not giving yourself these needs, then you're hyper-obsessing about this person. It's not about him, it's about your unmet needs. So your obsession isn't proof of love, it's proof that your need is unmet here. Like thinking about him all day after one short text or after one quick conversation, or he's having a little joke and he's making you laugh and you're like, oh my god, he's the cutest guy on the planet, I have to meet him again, we're soulmates. And the only way out is pour that energy into you, become your most secure, grounded, independent self, heal your abandonment wound, set your standards, walk away if someone can't meet you there, because he's not your solution, okay? He's not the thing that you actually want. You attract someone who can meet your love, attention, and respect. You stop chasing unavailable energy, and you stop locking yourself into limerence if you become more securely attached and meet your unmet needs truly in healthy ways. And next one is make him fear he could lose you at any moment, but not from a way of, okay, this relationship is based on fear only. It's in a different way. So what I mean is, men need to know you could walk away at any moment. A little bit of what I mentioned before. Not to base this relationship on fear, not to push him away, but to show him you hold your own power. When you panic all the time and chase and over control, he can smell it and he knows he has the upper hand. It's very typical. If you're anxiously attached and you're attracted to an avoidant attached partner, he always knows that basically, you know, he could leave and you really want to like hang on to him like as if he is your oxygen. But that's not healthy, okay? And he doesn't want that, and you don't want that either. So stop giving him the illusion that he's the one calling the shots. Give him the freedom, the friends, the hobbies, the solo weekends, as we said before, but keep your energy untouchable. If he screws up, you're secure enough to handle it. You don't beg, you don't cry, or you don't plead. You stay soft and warm and magnetic and untouchable. The results are he will respect you more and he leans in more. He doesn't want to push boundaries. Unless he's someone who's actually never into you or he's already checked out, then you want to lose him, okay? For example, or hang out with friends and say something like, I've got a project to crush. You're calm and confident, fully alive, it's power and it's magnetic. Stop performing for men. Stop proving your worth. Stop trying to earn him. Pour energy into you. Your life, your hobbies, your joy. Live fully. Only invite him into your life. And it's a privilege to be around you. Not because you need him, but because you're irresistible when you shine. And then if he joins, amazing. If he doesn't, let him. Let him go away and you're not waiting. You are the prize. And the result is he sees your value that he can't ignore and he starts chasing you naturally. Energy flows where attention goes. Right now, it flows to you. Be the woman he notices. Be the woman he wants. Be the one you want. Be the one he can't stop thinking about. Just say something like, I'm going to the coffee shop this afternoon. Want to join, detached from the outcome, no matter if he wants to join or not, but you live your life. So here are some summary points. Men don't fall in love with the way we do, and that's okay. Also, let him be your hero. Men love to protect us, women. Men are attracted to confidence and boundaries, so keep them up and set them. Men also fall in love for presence, not perfection. So drop it, be messy, be human. Physical intimacy creates fast bonds, so use it wisely. And men secretly love women who are obsessed with themselves. So when are you starting to be obsessed with you, pouring into you, investing into yourself? And the more you abandon yourself, the more you are attracted to emotionally unavailable men, and the more they will show up in your life. Plus, men chase energy, not effort. And really important is give him freedom, which is one of the healthiest power moves you can do. And if you're obsessed with someone, that's a signal it's not love. Plus, something you need to know as well, you want to make him fear he could lose you at any moment to balance out the power dynamic. Be the prize and value yourself and watch him chase you. So thank you so much for being here with me today. If you want secure love, stop overgiving and stop chasing and finally feel safe in your relationships, reach out to me via email or hop on a free call with me. Check out also the free resources in the attachment library with mini courses, with free resources of guides, journaling sheets, quizzes, to become your most confident self and attract secure love, because you deserve it. Remember, change in your relationship starts with you, thought by thought, action by action, and now episode by episode. If you want to become your secure version of yourself, don't wait, do it now. Take care.